All right, time to wrap this guy up. So, put this off to the side. And we're going to be starting from right here on 33. But, thank you. Stay nice, would you? Stay good and nice and proper, would you please? I don't feel like having too much struggle tonight. I don't know what that's supposed to be, but we're going with it. 33, 34, 35, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 40. So, from this stage on, we're going to be working on the Rhinoceros himself. Well, the Rhinoceros Beetle itself, I should say, but you know what I'm saying. Let's get on with it, shall we? This part is going to be a bit painful because there's not a whole lot of what we like to call distinguishing marks here. It's a lot of brown and black, so my eyes need to adjust. That said, though, shouldn't be too hard, I don't think. Right, so start off with this guy. One, 2, 3, and 4. Starting with the other 2x4, you're going to make sure that everyone's nice and lined up and then squeeze together, just like that. On this level, down here, we're going to go like this. One corner to keep these guys locked together, 2 corners to make sure they don't move. Just like that. And, oh, wrong button, but that's fine. And 6 times mag. There we go. Just to make sure we're visible. So, at this point, brown 1x2 in the back, just like that. Black side stud on the side, just like that. Bam. Yep, I had that upside down. That's fine. 2. Yep. Had you on the wrong side around again. That's fine. We will certainly get there in the end. It is fine. It is fine. There we go. And bada-booski. And then at the front side, once again, not like that. You don't want to break the dang thing. Babushki. You want to make sure your side pip is on the is facing out to the sides. Same thing on this side. Bam, like so. And that's step 33. So, on to 44. 34, not 44. That's not math, Idiot. That is certainly not math, you silly dingbat. I'm, of course, calling myself a silly dingbat. I'm the only one here. So, you're going to take your inverted slope piece right at the front, just like that. Next, little plate right in the corner. Grab your other little plate, also right into the corner. Like that. Make sure both of them are lined up with everything they're supposed to be lined up with so that there are no mistakes going down when they happen. Done. Next, black 1x2 right in between the two of them. Done. And this guy just like this across the back. Done. Just like that. 35. So, on this end, we're going to start with this little sub-assembly they want me to make over here. Start with your two rounded slope parts, just like that, right? Now what you're going to do is you're going to take this guy here and wedge this double stud part right into here, right into both of these. Grab these right alongside the edge. Just like this. And you might be wondering why. Well, because we got these guys right here, and these are going to go just like so. Just like that. Then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to do it a little bit differently this time because I can, and no one's going to tell me no. Actually, kind of makes it a little bit easier to get it in there, too. And then, Laboobalibooska. And what do we do with this? Simple. Right along the back right here. And that's the way you want that to look. 36. Now, right to here. You want there to be a one length gap right there. Brown 1x4 right here. Bam. Like that. Corner. Like so. And other corner. Also like so. But in reverse. Now you're going to grab your little side hook right here. Also in brown. Wedge that sucker right in there. And grab the other one. Do the same on the other side. I have the wrong piece. But of course, because I'm in a rush and I'm in a hurry and I don't bother to look at what I'm grabbing. Hooray! Now I have to hunt down another one of these guys. There. You weren't so hard to find. You're just going to be hard to get out of. No, you're not, actually. Thank you. I didn't even see the one that was sitting right at the top of the bag. So as I was saying, brown side hook, just like that. One each side. 1x1 right back here. Sorry, 1x4 right back here, I should say. Ugh. Freaking heat. We're going to start off with our little slope guys right at the end of here. Just like that, and just like that. We're also going to do one more, like so. And like so. No, don't you start with me. Thank you. Now let me adjust you into position where you're supposed to be. Yes. There we go. That's what that's supposed to look like. You're going to do two corners, 1 and 2. And that's how you fill that part in. Now we flip, and we can see a good number of steps along the way here that we're going to have to fill in next. Be ready, because we have a lot of work ahead of us. Thankfully, these steps are all very, very small, so The rest of this should breeze by before you even know it. Starting here, we're going to want to start off like this. Wait, did I do it again? I did it again. Okay. What I did was I packed a regular 1x2 brick instead of a double stud. And now I've got to go hunt down a double stud. Aha! I didn't even need you for this, so go away and get out of my face. Go away and get out of my face. Go away, get out of my face. Anyway, so double stud right in the back end here, or front end, whatever you want to call it. And then one hook, just like so. One hook, same exact way. Just like that. And now we go like this and make sure that that end is hanging out over the edge of where the other black part one was. English not my strong suit. Which is sad because I have been speaking it for over 30 years. There, fit that in there. Once again, little sloper buddy. Just like that. And just like that. And when you're packing your parts together, you want to make sure that you're grabbing specifically. Should be able to show you that. These little corner bits have ridges on them. So there's going to be a bit of texture to those. Make sure you're looking out for those because that's what you're going to need. 38. Bam. Black 2x4 right here. Brown 2x4 plate right here. And now, these little guys, once again, are little slopey boys. Like so. Don't you run from me, and don't you leave the table. There. You're going to want 4 of these per side, along that side and over here. Just be extra careful because they're going to try to run on you, and you don't want that. Never, ever be afraid to get right in there and use your tweezers. That's what they're here for. Same with the knife. If things have gone together in a way that you don't need them to go together, get the knife. I cannot sound like Ghosts and Goblins angry video game nerd more. Get the knife, get the knife, get the knife. Only for separating parts, especially considering these things don't come with part separators. So definitely get yourself a hobby knife and keep it close by. Just like I am. It's off screen because I've zoomed in a bit, but it's there. You just can't see it. 39. Oh boy. We got ourselves a bit of a building to accomplish over here. Water time. Okay. So let's build this little piece. Start with this 1x2 center top stud. But okay, no, don't do that. Start with this, onto which we're going to fit upside down. One stud to the back, just like this. Another stud to the back, just like so. One more stud to the front like this. And one more stud like this. And that's about how you want that to look. Then, with the plate side facing down, grab this guy, and this is going to go right along the back here. Done? Flip that around now. One slope, two slope. There. Now these little guys, about like that. No, actually about like that. Yeah. So you want to make sure your little quarter rounds are leveled to the piece in that exact configuration, and you should be fine. Oh. Now we have these guys, which are going to go where? Where do you go? Right here, vertical. And again, just like that. Bam. And then this guy goes right in like this right here. These will now go right back here toward this section, diagonally, in opposing directions. Just like that. Done. Oh, holy crap. One moment. Done. All right, now with that done, step 40. With another little bit of sub-assembly required. Oh, oh, holy moly. Okay, so we're going to start like this. 1 and 2. You'll want to make sure the thicker ends of these two pieces are facing towards you. Start with this guy. Your 2x2 half slant, or half slope, slant. I don't know why I was about to say slant, but I did. I do apologize. That is not what I intended to say. I don't even know what a half slant is, but whatever. You want to make sure that your half slope is facing to the left. Grab this. Grab your little brown buddy right over here. That's going to go in right here. Exactly the way that I put it in. Good. Now, we're going to grab one of this, like so, and the other of this, like so. And you're just going to fit all these together, just like that. This is now going to go along the edge of this guy. Yeah. Just like this. Bam. Now we do that again on step 41 once I have the parts out. Wouldn't you know it, we're rapidly approaching the end game. Let me just clear these out of here. We will not be needing the 30 parts anymore because we have none left to give. Keep 41 right here because we're going to need that. 42, 3, 4, 5. Nope, no, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 50. Which you can see are some nice, bright, shiny, clear orange parts. We're going to be getting some wing pieces going in here. Yes, sir. Yes, sirree. So, 41. Thank you. Thank you, Pot Baggy. I have done good thing with you. Yes. Once again with these two gents, you're going to do the exact same thing, but in the opposite direction this time. So just like this. Nope, I almost did it the exact same way we did last time. That would not have been good. Like so. Like so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can you just go down the way I intend for you to go down the first time I tell you to go down? Thank you. No, not like that, you piece of... Okay, hold on. Hold the phone. Nope, that just collapsed in my hands. Okay, not a problem. We know what to do. Start over. Just start all over. That's fine. Thank you this time for actually doing what I told you to do. There we go. Just make sure everyone's nice and properly secured. So we have no blowouts or breakages. We don't want a blowout or a breakage. Now dust away. There we go. And we're missing one little part. Where did you go, little brown piece guy? Where did you go now? Why have you done this to me? Did I even pack it? Probably. Really? You have to go and do this to me now? Where'd you go? Buddy. No, but buddy, where'd you go? Buddy. No, it's not over there. Okay, well, I'm going to have to do some digging and see if I can find something in the baggie of wonderment. The answer is yes. The answer is yes. Now we just have to carefully put everything else back, and then we're set on our way. And there we go. So, just like last time in that little pocket corner over here. Wedge your little piece. Make sure it's nice and straight. So I am a bit of a perfectionist in this regard, so I do want to make sure it is straight. And then fit together everybody. Everybody! I don't know. Okay, so there's that done. 42. Couple little bitly bobs. And a whole lot of putting things together. Ooh, 43, we get to make the baby horn. So, starting us off, we're going to come right in down here like this, and we're going to put one of these right here, and one of these right here. Following this, our 2x4 is going to go right along the back up here, bam like so, bam like so. This guy. I actually did this incorrectly. Hang on. Get the knife. Get the knife. It is all I must do. Get the knife. Because what I'm supposed to do is put the knife like this. That way we have room for these two gentlemen to just kind of collapse on top of up here. Just like so. If I could get them around in the right direction, that would be helpful. Bam, like that. Now, holy. 43, we get to make the baby horn. 44 over here, by the way, is why there is no 45, because 45 is just attaching 44 to 43. Isn't that flippin' clever? So first things first, we're going to grab one of these, just like so, up here. One there. And one of the little ridge boys, like so. No, not like so. Hang on. Disconnect, reconnect, like so. You want the ridge facing out back behind. So once again, slope, like that, and corner like this. Done. Just like that. Now we make the horn. Quarter flat foot piece, just like this. What? Okay, nope. I'm going to build this backward then. Because I was actually doing this incorrectly. Standard round stud goes like this in the little foot part. This then goes on top of this guy with the flat end facing backwards, like so. And then this goes like so in the top. Nope, hang on. There we are. There we are. Nice, much better. Now, remember that little spot we left behind? Just like that. Now we're getting somewhere. Yes. Dump out all the parts. Bag it to the corner. So start off with one of your 2x3, 2/3 slopes, dumb butt. It's a slope, not a slant. Technically, it could be either one, but you know what? Apparently, I'm not paying attention to what I need or where. Because once again, we must go into the baggie of wonderment and collect out 2 more pieces. Right? Or do I have that already? Nope, I have that already. So what we're going to do, flip this around, You want these two pieces like this, and then the total slope like this. Mash these all together like so. Turn around, grab this gentleman here on the back end, and a regular 1x2, hold on, right here in the middle. Right here in the middle. That's a good doggy. Very good. Now, back up top over this way, 1x2 with a half slope right in the front. Did I still manage to not have enough pieces? It would appear so. Hold on. Because apparently I still can't do math. Okay, no, that's fine. Sweep you guys over here. Actually. Nope, I still need to do this over here, so that's fine. Dump. Dump a bit more. There. You, sir, I have need of you. Your services have come in handy once again, sir. There we go. Easy deposits. Just the way we likes them. Yes. Now, back up to here. This goes here, like so. You're then going to take two of these, slant facing towards this side here, slope facing towards this side here. Oh no, I needed one more. Shoot. Okay, hang on. I must go back into the baggie of wonderment again. I didn't lose anything to the table yet, so there's that at least. I just need one more. Haha. No, haha. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. There we go. Might as well leave that guy open. I might just need to go back into him soon again. Soon. That right there, like so. So we're going to go with this right here, right in the back, like so. And then, excuse me, one side pip like so. Two side pip like so. Without you going everywhere would be great. Thank you, gentlemen. Excuse me. And that's the bulk of our horn ready. So next we need to go like this. One, flat towards the back, like so. And horn. Facing down. Oh, facing down. Like that. And that just goes right in the front like so. Which then attaches right in between here, like so. Yeah. Just like that. Now to work on the rest of them. Oh! Full crap. Utter useless garbage. Now, as long as we can get 1, 2, and 3 done here, aka 1, 2, 3, we can then fold the rest of this back over again and give ourselves more room to work once more. So let's get straight onto that. $46. Yes, sir, yes, sir. Flip Mr. Beetleborg upside down. You're going to have two 1x2 cleared vert hooks like this. They're going to go just like that, right there. So you're going to want to take one of these gents here, this 1x2 tall with the diagonal stud. You're going to want to go like that. Why do I need 3 of them? Oh, because I'm going to put one immediately on the other end of this, like so. And then 1 and 2. And then this will go in under here on that little side here. Just like that. Except not quite. $47. We'll now be working on the other 2 back legs over here. While 48 and 49 are getting into the other sets of legs. So you know what I'm going to do? Once we get to 50, I'm pulling out the rest of the baggies. These ones can go right back in the drawer, and then we're going to work on just the wings and assembly after that from there. Done and done. Done, done, done-rino. Let's go. Oh, no, you have to back off a little bit first because I'm supposed to be working on something else right now, and I kind of jumped the gun. Oh, no, help! It's fine. It'll be fine. If I can keep myself from goofing it any harder again, we should be okay. This doesn't seem right. No, it evens out because I'm only making one of each of these, so okay. No. Yup. There. And then just do that same process one more time. Told you I was going to have to go back here soon. There. And once again. And this one goes on the back, just about like so. Yeah, he's a bit he's a bit top heavy for that. But that's fine. We'll get him on the next run around. Grab some water. Mm. Okay, so for that. No, flip them. Thank you. Excuse me. There we go. There you go, Pally. What? Nope, that's not right. That is still not right. Like that. Now at least he can balance on his own. And I missed a piece. So you know what? I had to dig for the last one for the back leg. That's fine. I'll put one back. It all works out in the end. It ain't gonna matter. None of it ever matters. That's 48 on the stack, 49, and then these can go in the baggie, sorry, in the drawer, and I'll come to 50s. There we are. Two, since there is no 51, 3, or 4, or 5, apparently, and 7. See, it was a good idea I brought these out. Less than 20 steps left, and we're already almost done. Mm-hmm. Crap. Actually, just over 20 more steps. Is no big deal. We got there in the end, did we not? Yes, indeed, we did. I need one of these. You know what? We're just going to rebalance the leg just a little bit. There. There we go. Much better. And then one more leg. We're almost done. We're almost out. And we can almost go to bed. Even for a little teeny tiny bit. There we go. Nope. Little flyboy bugger is still kicking around. He can wait, though. Okay, let's get this done. We only have a bit left to go, and then we're done. So, we want to start with 1 and 2. Next, we want the one. No, that's not the right one. We need a 1x3 right here, which is going to go down right back here at the end of this one, and right here at the back of this one, like that, and then a half slope, like that. Then we need one more of the other guys, if I can find him. Whoa, like that, and 1x3 like that. Look at that. Just like that. We're going to take one more of our little slopey boys over here, like so, until it looks like that. On the end of this, over here, we're going to grab one of these guys that we saw earlier. Ba-bang, like so. We're going to grab Mr. Long Slopum. What? Nope, we're on track. We're on track. Bam. 1x2. And then Staircaser right at the end here. Thank you, friendo. Thank you for being kind and generous to me instead of causing me more problems and headaches. Thank you very much. 1. A 2. A 1x2 specifically. Just like that. And then one more of these slopey bastards. And a 1x2 full plate. Just like that. This is now going to come over Mr. Beetle's side and clip in facing this way. You want the bottom of what you were building facing toward his back. Just like that. Okay, and then we can just build the second one again and put it on the other side. So one more time. If I can find what I'm looking for, that would be great. If I can find what I'm looking for, that would be great. 1x3. Thank you from me. I don't know why I'm bloody singing. Actually, just do it the same direction. It's just going to flip around and do the same thing anyways. Who cares? Not me. Haha. Hee hee. I don't know. We need this gentleman likes hoo, and then like 3 he. Like 3 he. Thank you. Stop being pain in buttocks. In butuki. I don't know. And then that. This guy at the end, like so. And then 1x2 in the middle. Slope. 1x2. Slope. Plate. Yeah! Now we just flip this around to the other side. And plop. Like so. Isn't he just adorable, folks? Isn't he just adorable? All right. Now we get started on 56 down here. Nope. 52. I forgot we were still only here on 51. So 52 is right here. Okay. Now, you're going to start with Mr. Tall Slope in red. Gold 1x2. Sorry, 1x4. Right like that. You're going to grab red 1x2 right here at the end. Fit them on. Fit them on. Just like that. Gold 1x2. Like that. Now hold the phone. You now want both of these guys here, just like so. 1 and, nope, 2, right here. Yep. Come on, you. That's how you want that to look. Gonna grab small red slopey boy right here, and that's gonna go right down here. Excuse me. We now need this little guy here, bam at the end, just like so. Long slope, like this. This at the end. What? Oh, okay, hold on. I don't want to have to rip you completely apart, but you're not giving me much of a choice on the matter because I got the wrong piece. So you didn't want the red down here. You wanted this one. I am wasting a bit of time on this, but you know what? It's fine. I made a mistake. I have to fix it. Am I not correct? There. Once again, these two individuals, Bam and Bamroni. There we go, just like that. Now, Mr. Long Slope, Mr. Red, 1x2 in the middle right there. Just like so. This 1x4 red plate along the top here to hold everyone together, like that. And the 1x1 stud cover right here at the end. Done. Oh my God. Now you want to turn that exactly like this, because we're going to be building on top of all of this here. In step 53. Okay. So right at the front, we're going to do a little bit of sub-assembly. We want our 1 or 2x2 half slope here. We want to take this gent right here and dangle him like this over the edge with a 1 plate on top, like that. And that's going to go right here on that corner. Like so. I think. No? What do you mean, no? Oh, you want them just there. Okay. Which means everything else that we're about to build is going to be hanging right off the top of that one. Okay. Works for me, pal. So, start from here. You want 1, like so. 2, like so. 3, like that. 2, like this. Underneath this, you're going to go one of these little guys right here. Along the back, you're going to do 1, hold on. Actually, no, you're going to go like this. Underneath. Right in the middle with the 1x3. If it would let me do it. One moment. That can wait a moment because that is not as important as finishing this off is right now. So now we want this guy facing out like that. We want this little gent, the 1x2, right in the back here, like so. We're going to take this guy right over here on the corner, slope that, just like so. Just like so. Stop fighting with me. And then the 1x3 plate right here at the end. Excuse me, my goodness. And this is all going to go just like this. Got those 2 last pips left over here. Slot that down right on top of here. Bam. Now, Beetleman is going to be looking right like this. This way. This is going to go down right over top of here. Just like that. And of course, we can open this up to let the wings beat out, just like that. There. Now we just got to do one more wing cover, and we can wrap up the remainder of this. So let's get to it. 56. We are nearly done. We can nearly go. Okay. One more time around the bend in case you missed it the first time around. Tall slope. Gold, 1x4. No, not you. I need tannish, 1x2 right there. Fit into here as well. Bam. Gold boy at the end. Just like that. Nice and even. Now, once again, nope, flip it around this time. One. Where you had these facing this way the last time, you want them facing the other way. Done. Slope. Just like so. This guy right here. Long slope. 1x2 red. This guy over here. 1x4 to cover everyone off and hold them together. And this guy to just cover off the fact that there's a pip there. Go. Go. Done. Now, one moment. Come on, you had me going with the notion that I had something in there. You're gonna freaking never mind. All right, once more onto the breech. Step 57. I'm going to start this off putting the sticker on the base just because I can and I want to. And nobody can stop me. Just like that. Because we're going to display this at a slight angle. That's the stickered piece done. Get rid of that guy. Dump our part baggies and get started for the final stage of the build. Now, once again, start off with the mini build. So we want the 2x4 right here. Face this way. We're going to grab our, where is it now? This gen here, the little arch piece. Dangle off the edge here. Stud cover over here. I said stud cover over here. Stop fighting with me. Go where I have you going. Thank you. Once again, that takes up the two top pieces over here. And now we focus on the remainder. Thank you. Thank you for going exactly where I needed you to go. And there we are. And there we are. And just like that, there we are. Why are you wrong? Oh, because right. I was just here looking at you, and I still can't figure out how you're supposed to go. There. Now we bring in the base. These little clippets over here are going to go right on to here. There we go. Thank you, friend. And stay right there as I collect the final part to this puzzle, the Dome of Wonderment. And there we go. The Rhinoceros Beetle. All finished. Now to just clean up my desk a little bit, and I can move the camera back down so you can see it up close. Close enough. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Baggy's in here for now. We'll clean you up later. Tools off the screen, and one moment, please. Three, two, one. Hey, we're back. And so is this little bastard. Oh, there we go. I like. So, that was the Balody Insect World Rhinoceros Beetle kit. Next time around will be the, again, Balody Insect World Praying Mantis kit. Until then, probably going to be later this week or on the weekend. Not entirely certain. It'll be before next week, though, because I've got a bunch of cleaning to do next week and a bunch of stuff to do before then. But still, going to try to get it done. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good one.